Hey guys, it's Jessica Chimba, and I am bringing you another Wholly Healthy video. Today we're going to be talking about goal setting. Now, just a little background, Wholly Healthy is a website and a blog and a vlog, and right now I'm just trying to get health information out there and get people excited about living healthy lives. I'm conducting challenges every month as well, and this month is dedicated to exercise. So the challenge this month is exercising every day. If you'd still like to join, you're more than welcome. You got 3 free days, so you have the rest of the month that you can get on the bandwagon and exercise for the rest of the month. Next month, we're going to be doing a social health challenge, and I will talk more about that in one of my future videos. But today, like I said, we're going to be talking about goal setting. Now, a lot of us set goals in our lives that are very informal. So they might be, oh, I should really lose weight. I should really go for that job promotion. Whatever it might be, we have a lot of informal goals, which is good because we have a general direction that we want our life to take. Now, I want to talk a little bit about formal goals and how life-changing they can be. Because if you set formal goals in your life, not only are you going to be creating a timeline for yourself, but you're also going to be putting yourself in more control of where your life is going. Now, when I set goals, I really like to use the SMART acronym. That's something that I used with my students as well when I was teaching health. And SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. Now, SMART goals are something that a lot of you may have heard about before. You might have even set SMART goals in your life before. But I want to take a look at not only setting that original SMART goal, that's a long-term goal, but I also want to talk about making sure that you're taking that long-term goal and you're breaking it down into short-term goals. And then you're breaking those short-term goals down into daily tasks that you can do. When I did this with losing weight, I found that I felt like I was in much more control than just saying, hey, I want to lose 30 pounds. I broke it all the way down to saying, hey, today I can cut 500 calories out of my diet and I'm going to reach my goal. And I loved having a little bit more control and a little bit more direction for my life on a daily basis. So I'm going to use the example of losing weight just because that's one that I recently did. And I just am going to give a few examples so you can understand a little bit more about how to set these goals in your life. And yes, that's going to be your homework for the end of the video too. So specific, when I decided that I was going to start losing weight, I made sure that I was specific in saying that I wanted to do it in a healthy way. I wanted to create a lifestyle, and I didn't just want to do a crash diet or a really intense exercise program for a little while and then go back to my old habits. I wanted to do it in a healthy way. I wanted to do it slowly, and I wanted to make sure that it was something where I was changing my unhealthy habits. Measurable, my goal was to lose 30 pounds. The measurable aspect of goals is to have a number, something that you can kind of reflect on and see how you're doing as you're making progress towards your goal. Attainable. Losing 30 pounds was definitely something that was attainable, and especially with the timeline I gave myself, which I'll get to in a minute. But making sure that it's something that's attainable, especially when it comes to things that are long-term goals. Is it something that can actually happen? And is the time that I'm giving myself something that I'm going to be able to reach? Now, when I made my goal, it was to lose 30 pounds in a year. I gave myself a buffer because I realized it's healthy to lose about 1 to 2 pounds a week. Now, if I'm losing 1 pound a week, that was something that was going to help me make a lifestyle change. And I also had that buffer in there for if I had a week where, let's say my daughter was up all night, she was teething, or I had house guests, or I went on vacation, whatever it might be, I gave myself a buffer. I wanted to reach this goal, so I made sure to give myself some grace on my way to reaching that goal. Relevant. This is also something that was really relevant to my life because it was something, in order to be healthy, I did need to lose that weight. I was overweight, so I needed to lose it. And for my general well-being, it was something that was helpful to me in life. I also wanted to be a good role model to my daughter. And so this was relevant in more ways than one for me. Time-based, like I said before, I gave myself a year to reach this goal. And right now it's July, or no, it's August now, isn't it? And I set this goal in October, and I reached my goal in July. So this is something I reached ahead of time. And I think a big piece of that was because I gave myself that grace, and I made sure that it wasn't an unrealistic goal. And I think that's a really huge part about setting goals, is to make sure that you are giving yourself enough time, but at the same time, you're pushing yourself so that your daily tasks are something that you can do. So moving on to that, now what I did was I took that year and those 30 pounds and I kind of broke it down. And I said, okay, so in order to do this, it's not even quite a pound that I have to lose a week, but I'm going to have that as my short-term goal, to lose a pound a week. And if I get a little off track, I did have that long-term buffer. Now, my short-term goal was losing a pound a week, like I said, so that was making it, okay, at the end of this week, this is the weight I want to be, and so on. Now, my daily tasks after that, it's 3,500 calories are in a pound. So if you break that down scientifically, then every day of the week, you have to cut out 500 calories. So for me, I had something I could do every single day in order to reach that end goal. I could cut out 500 calories of my diet. Now, this is something that you can do with any goal, and it's really important because for me it was huge to feel like I was in control on a daily basis. And I think for any goal you set in life, if you have those action plans or those little things that you can do, whether it be your mindset or how hard you're working, whatever it might be, have those daily action points that you can carry out so that you feel that you have that control. Now, getting to the homework, like I said, we would have, try and set a goal for yourself in each of the dimensions of health. Just a refresher, there's spiritual, intellectual, social, mental, and physical. It's great to have goals in each of these dimensions so that you have something that you're working towards. And I highly recommend the mental health specifically, because I believe that's one of the most important dimensions of health when it comes to reaching a goal. The messages that you're sending yourself are key to reaching goals. Because if you're telling yourself you can't do it and you don't have control, it's going to be very difficult to overcome yourself. And a lot of times you are the biggest barrier in the way of reaching that goal. So start possibly in the mental health dimension and work on your self-talk. And once you have that, move on to the rest of the goals as far as trying to reach them. But homework is setting all 5 of those. So next time that I have a video, I'm going to dig a little deeper into each of the 5 dimensions of health. And in the future, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about weight loss, and I'm going to be exploring, I don't even know all of the different things that I'm going to explore, but I hope you find this relevant. I hope you find this interesting. And if you want to email me for more ideas or something you'd like to hear about, you can email me at wholehealthy@gmail.com. And if you'd like to check out my website, it's wholehealthy.wordpress.com. You can also follow me or follow my page, Wholee Healthy, on Facebook, and you can follow me on Instagram as well. Like I said, if you still want to join the exercise challenge, you can go to my Wholee Healthy page on Facebook and join the event, or you can just do it on your own. And that challenge is something you can definitely make your own, whether it be walking 20 minutes a day or starting to train for a half marathon, whatever it is. Just make it your own and reach those goals. Thank you. We'll see you guys later. Bye.